Adam, you've just got off the plane from Italy. You don't even look jet-lagged. I bet you've eaten some amazing food over there. But what are you cooking for us today?
I did eat some great food, Adrian. You know what? Today I'm making beautiful lamb and pea meatballs with rigatoni. So
that sounds a bit Australian.
It's the Aussie in me, you know? I love it.
Fair enough.
And, you know, great flavours. And I did eat a good amount of meatballs over there. And there was the one thing I did notice. The meatballs were never any bigger than what you could fit in your mouth. So anyway, we'll get to that after. Okay. I need you to make the meatballs.
Sure, right? I'll do that.
So in there, basically, we've got our lamb mince, some peas. You need to chop up some parsley, thyme. Yep. Basically, the fresh peas, Richo, OK? I'm using fresh peas because I want that nice crunch.
And you're putting the peas in here as well?
Straight
I love
in,
it, yeah.
Straight in, OK?
So it saves on pots as well. We don't have to have another pot to cook the peas in.
No, definitely not.
Now, all these breadcrumbs, I've probably got about half a kilo of lamb mince. Yep. All these breadcrumbs?
Yeah, about 2/3.
OK, so about a cup of breadcrumbs?
Yeah, and the thing in Italy that I did find out, the key was adding a good amount of breadcrumbs to your meatball mix. Basically keeps them nice and light and fluffy. And the thing that we're going to do after, Richo, is we don't fry these meatballs, OK? We actually cook them in the sauce, the polpetti, traditional Italian style. So we've got a fusion of Italy and Australia coming together. Nice.
And you've got some eggs here as well. Do you put eggs in the meatball?
Yeah, we'll chuck probably one in there. I have two, but I always have an extra one just in case, because if my mix is too dry, an extra egg always helps out.
And being Australian, you can always fry the egg and put it on top, I bet, yeah?
Well, a little bit of barbecue sauce or something
love
like that,
Love it.
No. We try to keep a little bit of Italian influence into there.
No worries.
All right, some parsley.
And I'll do just a little bit of lemon zest, probably half a lemon zest.
Yeah, and that's, you know, probably, and that's a touching on a little bit of my Greek influence. My wife being Greek, having a Greek restaurant, the zest with the lamb works perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Nice and fine.
Nice and fine, that's what you want? You're using some pancetta there, I love that. You could use bacon if you don't have it, but I love the sweetness of the pancetta.
Mate, you know, over Italy, you know I was having this for breakfast.
I bet you were.
Fried up for breakfast or sliced nice and fresh. Let's put that back there. Mate, this is heaven. I'm starting to think I'm coming down your lane and falling in love with all these beautiful meaty
and you can get this from any delicatessen anywhere, pancetta now.
Oh, yep. Everywhere. We just want to really finely dice it. That's the base of our sauce.
And it's going to give a little bit of fat in there as well to accentuate the flavours of the meatballs.
Well, you know what? In Italy, what I did notice again was that they basically fried a lot of lardo, so being the pig's fat, yeah? So lovely. I use the pancetta because we can get our hands on it here in Australia, and it's also got great flavour.
I mean, often if you take the fat off the bacon or the pancetta, you keep it in the fridge to use it for this. You don't throw it out. True. It's you know, instead of using oil or butter, that's what you use. Look at that. Starts rendering down straight away. It looks fantastic.
You love that sound, don't you?
I do. I love the sizzle. It's the sizzle of pork. Nothing better. Now I'm going to crack an egg in here, and then you want some salt, a little pinch of salt in here because the parmesan is already salty.
Yeah, exactly right. Good.
There we go. In goes the salt. Now I'm just going to mix this with my hands. I can see why you got me to do this job. It is the messy job, but you know I'm going to love doing this, don't you?
Hey, I'm the guest, aren't I? It's all right.
You haven't even put any oil in there yet. You're just really rendering down all that fat first.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And it'll get all the flavour through. I will be adding a good splash of olive oil. Don't worry about that.
Here we go. Look at that. It sizzles around.
And remember, good splash.
And as soon as you put the olive oil in there, then it really starts to fry away. Look at that. That's happening, isn't it?
Now we're moving.
Look at that.
So this is a really good basic sauce. No need for onion, the garlic and the pancetta is all you're full of flavour there. Just some tomato passata in a minute or so we're going to add to it.
Now, I've got the mix here. Now, I'm just going to show you the size. What do you think?
No, not that big. Just take it easy. Just nice little small balls.
I was just going to peel it off like that. You are so cheeky, aren't you? Can't believe that.
Mate, look.
Well, maybe I will eat a big one. So that's about the size you want. There we go.
Perfect little bite size there.
So this will take me a while to do.
Oh, you'll be
going forever.
All right, in with my tomato passata. In it goes.
And that comes to the boil almost straight away.
Oh, yeah. And look, it does make a little bit of mess, but that's what cooking's all about.
And you can always put a lid on it, but, you know, someone else is going to clean this up, or maybe you'll clean up the kitchen.
I was hoping you were going to do it for me, mate.
If you make a mess here, you've got to clean it up.
All right.
Now, I'll roll these up. By the time we've rolled these up, we'll be ready. The sauce will be ready, because that'll take about 20 minutes, won't it?
Yeah, it will. And like I said, we're not throwing them off into the sauce. So basically what happens is the little meatballs cook in that beautiful sauce, flavour it up, and they're so nice and juicy and tender. And then we'll get our rigatoni into our salted boiling water and bring it home.
Beautiful.
All right, Richo, sauce is bubbling away.
Oh, that's going crazy, isn't it?
Need to get our pasta into the water first.
Yep.
Good amount of salt. Don't be shy.
Now, this takes about, 13 minutes to cook?
It does.
So we cooked about the same time as the meatballs.
Perfect.
Now, why did you choose rigatoni?
Because, you know what, rigatoni and penne and all those type of tubular shapes work perfect with ragouts, meatballs and pasta bakes, OK? So we're perfect together. Look, straight in.
Now, the sauce is screaming at you, saying, get the meatballs in straight away.
Give me a little stir. Make sure that your meatballs are covered in sauce so they cook nice and evenly.
And they'll get a nice sort of flavour on the whole thing. Pop the lid on there.
On they go. Time that the meatballs are cooked, pasta will be ready, add it all together.
And I'll be having a beautiful pasta dish with meatballs in no time.
With manjari in our belly. Perfect. OK, pasta's cooked, Richo.
Let me just take the lid off this. That smells fantastic. Look at that.
OK, straight out of the water.
You don't drain it in the colander. You want a little bit of that water in there?
No, no way. You want a bit of that, and then we'll finish off cooking in there.
Nice, nice.
Good amount. Be generous, yeah.
Now, what else do you put in there now?
OK, so olive oil.
Oh, nice big splush.
Yeah.
Now, I would normally put a number of butter in there. It gives it a shine, doesn't it?
Olive oil works exactly the same, mate. In this case, it's good with it. It gives the sheen, the taste. Plenty. Hey, Jesus.
Oh, you know, I was waiting for you to say stop. But it just gives it a nice shine as well. But it gives it a nice, fresh flavour of the olive oil. It's fantastic.
Now, basil.
Basil, we have to put some of that in there. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to tear it. I'm going to do it.
Tear it, mate.
Do it Adam style. Just tear it off.
Get in there, not too much of it.
You don't even muck around, do you? Just tear it straight off.
No. I'm hungry. I don't know about you.
There we go. In it goes. Little branches in there, that's all right.
That's OK.
As soon as the basil hits the sauce, it just sort of, you know, all the smell comes off it, all the flavour of the basil.
All right.
My mouth's watering. I don't know about you, but I'm just waiting to get into this sauce. It looks fantastic. The meatballs cook really quickly.
They have, and they stay nice and moist. That's the main thing, and that's the key to this dish, you know?
And you know about this rigatoni also holds its body as well, so it makes it look a lot bigger than what it is, which is fantastic.
And you know what a good tip is, Richard? That, you know, cook it really under your pasta, OK? As soon as it hits into the hot sauce, it's going to keep on cooking and take on the flavour of the sauce. There's no flies on you. Have a look at this.
Well, I know you're going to put cheese on it, so I got straight into it. I've even got a fork for you.
Thanks, mate.
One for me. Look at that.
Hey.
I'm going to go straight into a meatball. What do you think?
Oh, I'm going into the pasta.
Fantastic.
Pasta's super al dente.
The meatball's nice and soft and fluffy. It's got a great flavour to it with the lamb. It's not too strong. I really like it. I like the rigatoni. It's actually holding the sauce on the outside of it.
And the explosion of the fresh peas in the meatballs, huh? Works well.
Fantastic. I love this dish. It's a cracker. Luckily, there's enough for you and me.
I was going to say, this is for me, mate.
I'll have the rest of the plate here. I think you've done a great one.
Cheers,
well
mate.
done.